let me hurry up and cook something, because how he gonna come to the South and I don't show him no Southern hospitality? So then after that, I was like, what do I got in this kitchen to cook? So I pulled out some chicken thighs. I had some stuff for baked beans. I had some stuff for cornbread. I had a little potato salad. Dang, babe, we just about to go up the street. Let's cook. Okay, so look at that plate. Ain't a green in sight. God dang, I need to do better. Next time I'm gonna put some more vegetables on your plate. But this all I had. This all I was working with in an hour, you know? Okay, right here. Look like they feeling it to me.
Daniel, you need to retire, stop doing everything else, just open a cooking school. Just be a chef. That's all you need to do.
And they both cleaned the plate. Bye.
So last week a story broke out that Klay Thompson cheated on Megan Thee Stallion, and it broke the internet. People are talking about it, they're still talking about it, and by people I mean women, mostly women. I haven't really seen a whole lot of dudes, but I'm sure there are some simps who are reacting to this news. There are articles of people making these history dating stories of Klay Thompson's dating history, when he cheated, in the times where he cheated on his former partners. So in this video, I'm just going to react to the stupid bimbos that went online and reacted to the news.
The internet is so funny, especially the men on here. They keep saying, oh, Klay Thompson, 4 times NBA champ, 37 points in the first quarter, multi-millionaire, whatever. But does that really excuse cheating? He should not be cheating.
Klay Thompson was the prize, and yeah, you know, it didn't work out between him and Megan, but realistically, he was better than Megan. He was talented, more talented than Megan. He was better looking than Megan. He was, you know, he didn't want what she was serving, so he went somewhere else, and that's okay. That's okay if he's with Megan and he sees something else that he wants, and he wants that as well, or, you know, instead of one day or whatever, then that's okay. He can do that. He can do that. That's what I would say if I was crazy. That's what I would say if I was deluded. Because, excuse me, the audacity for him to do that to Megan is beyond me. Like, unspeakable behaviour. How could he do that? What? When I heard, I was like, excuse me. I thought they were on path for marriage material. When I used to watch them do like little cute things, I was just like, oh, they're so cute. They love each other so much. And then this, I thought they were going to get married. I thought the next thing we were going to hear from that couple was they were going to get married. And the thing is, Megan is an Aquarius. It takes a lot for Aquarius women to outwardly be like, I love this person. This person is, like, they don't willy-nilly let people just in and out their lives. Like, when they are outwardly telling everybody, I love this person, I care about this person, trust and believe me, they really, really do. And they're not just saying it for the sake of saying it, yeah? So for that to happen to her is going to be very much a hard blow. Like, really, really hard for her. And I'm really feeling for her, so I'm actually gutted about this. I feel so, like, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I was like, what? 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 What on earth? And it just goes to show no matter how gorgeous you are, how talented you are, how hospitable you are to him and his family and all that stuff. If a guy is gonna do a fumble, he's gonna fumble when he wants to, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that was on my bingo card for this year. That literally was not on my bingo card. I thought it was going to be marriage coming next. I was hearing wedding bells.
Girl, what? Hold on. Is that accurate, what Megan Thee Stallion just posted? No, because this is what I'm saying. Even the nice ones do this to you. Like, you could have your man's location. He could be at Target. But he's at Target meeting up his side chick. Like, there's nobody is safe. So, oh my God. This is why I talk so much and highly of Shara 7. If you have not followed Shara 7 or listened to her advice, get the idea of what a man's existence is in your world. They do not believe in love. They are not emotionally intelligent like you. When you deal with somebody who is in love with you. The minute you find out they are cheating, it's never a surprise. You knew it was gonna happen. Just move on. But honestly, this breaks my heart for her because, yeah, social media is not what you would expect it to be, right? Like, people can go through stuff, but the way it was portrayed, again, the way it was portrayed is that they had a good relationship and that he loved her. But she posted that. So anyway, somebody, y'all go check it out. You let me know. Actually, let me pin. I'll go ahead and include what her text says right here.
Hey ladies, where were you when this happened?
I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
No, we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. The one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right.
We ride together.
We
Together. Bad marriage for life.
Nowhere to be found? Okay, I thought so. Because you guys are a bunch of hypocrites. When a woman does something like cheats on her husband or her boyfriend, it's never talked about. There's crickets. Because it's okay. There are excuses for a woman's actions. He wasn't paying attention to her. She wasn't having her needs met. What else? What's a good one? What's another good one? He was out all the time working too much. It's never accountability. Accountability to a woman is like water to a cat. They don't like it. And I found this online. Women online are planning a mass cheating campaign as revenge for Megan Thee Stallion. This is how stupid people are, and in this case women, and hypocritical women are. So you're upset with the fact that Klay Thompson cheated on Megan Thee Stallion. And your response to that is to do the thing that you're upset about him doing to Megan Thee Stallion to your boyfriend or husband, which is go fuck somebody else. That tells me that you wanted to cheat on your partner, you're not loyal, you're looking for any excuse to go out and be a whore, and now you have your dumbass excuse. It's not really about Megan, it's about you cunts and wanting to go out and cheat on your partners because you can't stay loyal. And then women will come online and make videos talking about, oh, I can't find a man, men don't approach us, I can't get them to commit because you guys are not worth it. I don't think people talk about this at all. And if they do, I don't think they talk about it enough. Women are natural born hypocrites. They are natural born hypocrites. They'll cry and bitch and moan about something being done to them that they don't like. But when they do it to you, it's okay. And when you call them out on it, it's like, oh, you know, they just shrug the shoulders, like, oh, But you know what? Fuck you then, okay? Fuck you. If you want me to be considerate of your feelings, and you want me to be more aware of how my actions hurt your feelings and make you feel bad at times, then I expect the same in return. But if you're not gonna do that, then fuck you. They want their cake and eat it too. They don't want to be treated like shit, but yet they'll treat you like shit. They don't want to be disrespected, but then they'll disrespect you. They don't want to be cheated on, but yet they'll fucking cheat on you. You know, they're hypocrites. They are hypocrites. They come out the womb being hypocrites because they don't want to take accountability.
And I've been trying to tell y'all about these fucking athletes. I've been trying to tell y'all about these fucking athletes. These niggas can't be trusted. Liking athletes is an epidemic that I hope my sisters get cured from. The bags aren't worth it. The trips aren't worth it. Not enough money in the world is worth it. He couldn't stay loyal to Megan Thee Stallion. Like, please.
She's talking like she's a veteran. Like she's been ran through by athletes. She has tried to get something out of messing around with these athletes, but they just use her and toss her aside and move on to the next money grubbing leech.
My last video on Megan Thee Stallion, because I'm genuinely getting so upset thinking about it. This is gonna sound very parasocial, but I would have rather been cheated on than Megan Thee Stallion be cheated on because, and that sounds crazy, but I just feel like I would have taken that for her than for her to deal with that on top of everything else in life she's already dealt with. This woman does not have a mother, a father, and no siblings. Like, she doesn't have really any familial presence to help guide her through these things or just like be present during the healing process. And on the outside looking in, to me, when it comes to Klay Thompson, Megan thought she found her forever. She thought like, oh, like I'm gonna get married and then I have a mom and dad again, because a lot of people get married and their partner's family becomes their family too. And so I'm just like, not only is it just like, oh, she got cheated on, it's just like, I didn't have a family and you gave me a family again. And I felt like that familial presence and that sense of belonging. I spent holidays with you guys, you know? And you snatched that away whenever you cheated. Like it would, the stakes were just higher with her. And I'm just like, I would have rather, like if I could, I would take that pain away from Megan, and I would have rather been cheated on than her, because I have a solid familial presence. I have parents, I have siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. Like I have tons of people to be present while I'm dealing with heartbreak. And so I just feel like I'm better equipped to deal with that heartbreak than Megan Thee Stallion is. And then on top of that, everything else she's been through in life, I have not been through all of that. And I'm just like, damn, I just feel like watching her, it's like every time this girl seemingly recovers and gets back on her feet, it's just like, boom, another fucking blow. And like, I just feel like all of her blows are big blows. It's like, damn, like she's not taking no little hits. Like she's just taking straight big ass blows to the face. And I'm like, goodness gracious. And yeah, so I don't know. I feel really sad for her, but I'm really angry for her because at the end of the day, it's like, Klay, you could have left her the fuck alone. Like if you wanted to cheat and still, you didn't think you could be monogamous, you don't have to ask somebody to be your girlfriend. Just keep dating all the women that you're dating. Like no one put a gun to your head and said, make me your girlfriend. And it's so, I don't know, I'm just really sad for my girl, and I hope that she gets through it, because to her, this is much more than a breakup. She lost essentially a family too, again. So it's just like, this is just really traumatic. And then on top of all that, just like the cherry on top is that like, there are like tons, like millions of people preying on Megan's downfall. It's just like scary. And I'm sure there are people preying on my downfall, like maybe like 3 or 4. But I can deal with them 3 or 4. I can't imagine like the weight of the world and just like everywhere I go, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, it's just like hella men just like, you got what you deserved. Like people are like going out their way to like be nasty to this woman. It's just like weird. I don't know. I just know she's dealing with a lot. And I don't really know what people's goal is in like piling it on for her. So I don't know. I'm praying for you, Megan, and I hope you get through it though.
You know, when I watch these videos, and this has been a thing for years, these parasocial connections that these people have, I still call it celebrity worship syndrome. Why do you want to be cheated on? Why do you think that if you were cheated on, why do you want to take Megan Thee Stallion's pain, basically? That's what I'm trying to say. Why do you want to take her losses? Megan Thee Stallion doesn't give a fuck about any of you bitches, okay? She doesn't care about any of y'all. These athletes and celebrities, any famous person, they don't care about y'all. They don't care about us. I like a lot of celebrities and athletes myself, but when they go through something, you know, I feel a little bad, but at the end of the day, I don't really care all that much because I don't know them. At the end of the day, someone like Megan Thee Stallion, who is a multi-millionaire, I'm sure, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. She can wake up tomorrow morning and clear her head in Cabo or San Diego, some lovely, luxurious place. Megan Thee Stallion is making her money. She's still having a lot of success. And for the record, I'm not a Megan Thee Stallion fan myself, okay? I think her music is shit. I think she is another one of these shit rappers who are in the game, that have been in the game for over a decade now. Every time I see her, she is like shaking her ass and sexualizing herself. And I didn't take the whole Klay Thompson Megan Thee Stallion relationship seriously anyway. I'm thinking, okay, this is not gonna last. Okay, this seems like some kind of PR stunt. And boom, here we go. You know, Klay cheated apparently, and I was right. It didn't last very long. Like they weren't going to get married. They weren't going to have kids. Thank God they didn't have kids. But people have got to stop living vicariously through people that they don't know, characters that aren't real, people that just are fictional. They do not care about you. They don't care about us. So the only thing I care about, if I was a Megan Thee Stallion fan, the only thing that I would care about is her music. What's the next song that she's going to make? What's the next album that she's going to make? Because that makes me happy. It's her music. It doesn't make me happy. I'm just saying, if I was a Megan Thee Stallion fan, that would make me happy. Her music. I don't care who she's fucking. I don't care who is cheating on her. She'll get over it. All I really care about is the music. If I was a fan of Megan Thee Stallion.
Bestie, I have been seeing the girls rightfully crashing out about what Megan Thee Stallion just revealed about her being cheated on by Klay Thompson, aka the biggest fumbler in the fucking game. How you fumble and you don't even play football? What does he play again? Does anybody care? No. You can always tell when a man is down bad in his basketball career when all you see him in is golf gear. Bitch, you're not even playing the right sport. You're not even dressed for the right occasion. Anyways, I see the girls feeling distraught and feeling down and out about this and asking the question, well, if he could cheat on Megan, how could he cheat on Megan? If someone could cheat on Megan Thee Stallion, one of the most beautiful, intelligent, gorgeous body, like everything all in one, college educated, the whole nine, talented, and one of the biggest proponents of women's empowerment. If someone could cheat on her, what does that say for the rest of us?
Is this bitch a lawyer? I know she's not in a relationship. She can't be. I can already tell that she's insufferable. How can you cheat on Megan Thee Stallion? Like this beautiful goddess, beautiful skin, body, face. Like how the fuck do you fumble Megan Thee Stallion? Bitch, you're not even a football player. Oh God. Imagine coming home to that every night.
I have to level set with you. I'm gonna hold your hand and your heart when I say this. It does not fucking matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how gorgeous you are. It doesn't matter how educated you are, how many degrees you have, how talented you are. You could be a fucking genius. If you are dealing with someone, especially a man who seeks validation outside of his home, it does not matter what it is that you have to offer. Because what he has will never be enough, and therefore he has to go and seek little pieces of ways to build himself up and make himself feel like a fucking man in ways that you could never fulfill. And it's not your job to fulfill it. That's not your job. That's not our job. You mean to tell me that she wasn't bigging this man up and making him feel like a man enough? She did her job. She did what she was supposed to do. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. He didn't honor her in the way that he was supposed to honor her. And that is why he will forever be fucking doomed. Between the amount of hexes that people have already put on him, and then just like your mindset. Who are you, even? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. Nobody cared until Megan, or even with Lauren, or any of the other fucking gorgeous bags you fumbled. He is a notorious bag fumbler. Don't beat up on yourselves, okay? I want you to stop doing that. I want you to stop thinking that you're not worthy, that you'll never experience love. What these situations teach us is having proper discernment, being able to look at someone, a potential partner, and see those red flags. You got to see those red flags. And to whatever woman that participated in Klay cheating on Megan, it's the fact that women will literally think, they will see a man like Klay Thompson who is dating someone like Meg Thee Stallion and be like, you know what? I want what she has. I want to feel as close to her as possible. I want to be her. I want to feel like her. Bitch, you will never be her. What? You will never be her just because you crawl on top of her man or underneath? What the fuck? Ew. Ew. It will never make you closer to her, mama. It will never be.
Okay, I've had enough of Cammie Crawford. How much you want to bet that this bitch has cheated on her partners in the past? She's in her 40s, got the fake talons on, and her face is painted, like 2 inches of makeup on it. Hair probably isn't real. What did she say? Megan did her part? How do you know that? How do you know that she did her part? This relationship could not have been real from the jump. It could have just been some kind of, again, a PR stunt for whatever reason. I don't know. And you gotta love the whole insults and the shaming that she was doing to Klay, because that's what women do. That's what women do. When a man cheats, he's a dog, he's insecure, he's looking to find a weak woman to help build himself up and blah, 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 blah. But where were you, Cammie, when Jada was in a entanglement? Where were you when any of these fucking famous broads cheated on their husbands or their partners. I'm sure a lot of these famous celebrities nowadays are still cheating on their partners. But you're not going to talk about that. No, of course not. Because they're women, and women do no wrong. Women always got to band together and defend one another, no matter what. Cammy Crawford. I hope she's not in eternity, because my God. She looks like she's in her 40s, acting like a teenager, making some online video. Look, that's what men who are in Clay's position can do. They can fuck around with beautiful women. They've been doing that for years. And guess who wants to fuck them? The women. Because women love the status. They love the money. That's like the equivalent of breast and ass for a man. You know, men, we love a good set of titties, a good nice round ass. Women love money and status and fame. Now, I think that Clay wanted to just have some fun with Megan Thee Stallion. You know, he was like, you know, she's thick, she knows how to twerk, I'm sure she knows how to suck it real good, knows how to ride it real good. I'm gonna have some fun with this. And he should have just been honest with her from the jump. Just been honest with her. But at the end of the day, men like Clay can have sex with multiple women because they are in a position that gives them access to those women.
Megan, it's me, your spiritual advisor. If I get an even number, Clay's going bald tonight. Bald tonight. Bald tonight. Bald tonight. Bam! Megan, he's going bald.
Sick. Need help.
We didn't know Klay Thompson before Meg Thee Stallion. We didn't know Stefan Diggs before Cardi B. And while these guys have more money than these girls have social and global influence. Meg Thee Stallion made Klay a global star, whether he wants to admit or not. These men like to use these women for come-ups and for social status because, like, don't ever get it twisted, girls. Social currency is still a currency. If you are well known in your circle and you are well respected, a guy can use that for social come-up because being with you makes him look good. If Meg Thee Stallion is dating him, he must be popping. He must be giving guys. You need to be very, very careful because guys are users just like girls. I would even say more. A guy knows when he has a woman that he can use to make himself look better. And I think sometimes the insecurity that we have in ourselves do not allow us to see what we are actually worth, what our currency is. But a man can see it. A man can see your value economically before you. And it does not even need to be money. It's status, it's reputation. When you're around his friends, how does you standing next to him make him feel and look? But because a lot of us are insecure, a lot of us don't see ourselves the way the outside sees us. That's why a guy can pick you and you could be like, oh my God, he picked me. He's a money man. He's this. No, he picked you because you have status, because you have social currency, and because you're that. I think you're coming here for me to retract my statements. You can retract yourself back to your dirty hole that you was in before you came out to start talking. I'm standing 10 toes down. I said what the I said, bro. Nene Leakes is more famous than some of your top 10 NBA players currently. Because reality TV and music expands to certain realms that, unfortunately for you guys that are in my comments, it doesn't transcend quite the same. People need to understand that outside of America, we don't even know the names of the teams here. Anyways, I decided to do a deep dive because I really don't know anyone that is currently playing in the NBA. So the NBA player rankings, according to The Ringer. So number 1 is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I've never heard of this man in my life. And if you've heard of them, guys, comment below. Nikola Jokic. I've never heard of him in my life. Victor Wembanyama. I've never heard of him. Luke Doncic. Never heard of him in my life. Kawhi Leonard. Never heard of him in my life. Anthony Edwards. Never heard of him. I'm going to scroll to find... Oh, Stephen Curry. See, I know Stephen Curry. He's number 11 out of the top 10 men who are currently playing in the NBA. And congratulations to all of you. The NBA and everything you've achieved is phenomenal. I'm sure you're making money. I'm sure you're making your cities proud. But me, as a UK resident, there's only 2 of you I have ever heard of in my life. Guys, don't come for me, all right?
This is something else that I've heard from stupid bimbos like Ursula that we just listened to just now. Klay Thompson was made by Megan Thee Stallion. No one knew who Klay Thompson was till he started dating Megan Thee Stallion. Like these ratchet ass rappers, these women who suck at rapping and get by their sex appeal, let's just be honest, that plays a big factor into their popularity. People knew who Klay was, all right? Ursula doesn't know who guys like Anthony Edwards is and Giannis because she doesn't watch sports, clearly. Women who are saying this shit don't watch sports. People knew who Klay Thompson was, all right? If there's anyone that made Klay famous, it's Steph Curry and then Durant. Yeah, no one knows who a 4-time NBA champion is. Klay Thompson, 4-time NBA champion, 5-time All-Star, 4th all-time in three-pointers made. He achieved that rank in January 2026. 300 plus three-pointers in a season, one of only 3 players in NBA history to achieve this in 2022 and 2023. 200 plus three-pointers in a season. Achieved this 10 plus times in his career, second most in NBA history as of April 2025. 2-time All-NBA third team, 2015, 2016. NBA All-Defensive second team, 2019. NBA three-point contest champion, 2026. 17,000 career points, surpassed 17,000 regular season points as of January 2026. So wasn't Megan and Klay dating around January 2026? But Megan Thee Stallion helped him achieve the 17,000 career mark. She helped him achieve the 4th all-time in three-pointers made achievement in January 2026. But no one knows who Klay is. People know who he is. Okay, he played for the Warriors. The Warriors to this day are still a well-known team. They're a marketed team. So women who are saying this stuff, you're just in your feelings and you sound stupid and you're hypocrites. So please like and subscribe. That is it. I am out.